Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. So our story today is about Prophet Ismail alayhi salam and the sheep.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, published by Kisa Kids. So there once was a great prophet of Allah, and his name was Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam and his wife Hajara had a beautiful son, and they named him Ismail alayhi salam. He was also a prophet. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam loved his son very much. He taught him all about Allah and how Allah was the most wise and most powerful. He told his son that we should always trust Allah because He knows best. And in turn, Prophet Ismail alayhi salam began teaching others in Mecca about Allah too. So both Prophet Ibrahim and Ismail, they were
I know this story.
yeah,
I know this story too.
yeah. So let's read it uh, just to remember our story, and then we'll do our project. So one night, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam had a slightly scary dream. In his dream, he saw himself sacrificing his dear son Ismail alayhi salam. Since he was a prophet of Allah, he knew that his dream was a message from Allah. When he had the same dream the next night and again the following night, he knew what he had to do. He loved his son very much, but he loved Allah even more. So he knew that Allah definitely had a good reason for this. After all, Allah is the most wise and He knows the best. The next day, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam said to Ismail alayhi salam, "My dear son, I keep having the same dream when I sacrifice you, where I sacrifice you. What do you think we should do?" Prophet Ismail alayhi salam said, "Dear father, is this a command from Allah?" Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam answered, "Yes, this is a command from Allah, the most wise." Prophet Ismail alayhi salam smiled and replied, "Then we must do what Allah has ordered. Inshallah, He will help me to be patient." Can you imagine how faithful Prophet Ismail alayhi salam was? You know, and a prophet's dream is different from our dream. The prophet gets a dream and their dreams are true. That's a way Allah is communicating with the prophets. Okay? The next day, both father and son began their journey to a far away land. On the way, Shaitan came up to him pretending to be a man. He asked, "Where are you taking your son, Ibrahim? Are you going to sacrifice him? Are you sure you want to? How could you do this to your own son?" Both Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam and Ismail alayhi salam trusted Allah and knew Shaitan was just trying to trick them. So they decided to shoo him away. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam began throwing 7 pebbles in his direction until he finally left them alone. Then they continued their journey with hearts full of faith. After a while, they finally reached their destination. Ismail alayhi salam laid himself on a rock. Wow, he trusted Allah so much. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam closed his eyes, said Bismillah, and began to perform the sacrifice. All of a sudden, he heard a voice call out, "Oh Ibrahim, you have listened to and followed Allah's command. Now sacrifice the sheep Allah has placed for you instead of Ismail alayhi salam." So what do you think Allah did? Anyone? What do you think Allah did?
It was just a test to
It was
see.
just,
A
yeah,
test.
it
It was
was
just
just,
a test.
yeah, it was just a test.
What is that?
Yeah, it was just a test, right?
I said that.
Yeah. So as Prophet Ibrahim slowly opened his eyes, he was shocked. There on the very rock where Ismail alayhi salam had just been, now lay a sheep. He looked around and saw a smiling Ismail alayhi salam standing nearby, safe and alive. Subhanallah. This was a really hard test for Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, but he trusted Allah. In the end, he passed the test and made Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala happy. Allah sent his blessings on Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, and Prophet Ismail alayhi salam returned home with his father unharmed. So they were both safe. Every year on Eid al-Adha, Muslims all around the world sacrifice a sheep and give its meat to the poor and needy. By doing this, we remember the beautiful story of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam and how he always listened to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The story of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam and Prophet Ismail alayhi salam teach us to trust Allah. Allah is the most wise and He knows what is best for us even when we don't. Eh? Okay, so let's see. So, what do you think? What was the dream that Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam kept having? I want you to raise your hand so I can pick you. Okay, Kazim. Kazim, what was the dream Prophet Ibrahim was having?
Uh, sacrifice the son.
Very good. He kept dreaming that Allah is asking him to sacrifice his son. Good job. And he had this dream many times, a couple of times. Very good. So, how did Prophet Ismail react when he heard that his father said that, I'm having this dream? What did Ismail alayhi salam say? Raise your hand, I'm going to pick you. What did it? Yes. Le, um, yes, go ahead, Faru. Not Lela. Sorry. Can you make sure you name your names, okay? So that I know to call you all. Let's see. Make sure to rename your names, okay? Okay, let's see. Who can I pick? Okay, I'm going to tag you. How's that? Isa.
Tag, you mean?
Oh, no, no, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I just picked you. So what happened? So what did Prophet Ismail alayhi salam say?
He said, is Allah commanding you to do this?
Very good. He said, is Allah commanding you to do this? Very good. And he said, yes, right? So
Yeah.
very good. Yeah, very good, Isa. So who tried to trick him from not doing it? Who was tricking him to not do that, to not do any sacrifice? So who was tricking him? So who came and wanted to stop Prophet Ibrahim and Ismail? Let's see. Raise your hand, and I'm going to pick you. Let's see who hasn't answered. Do you all know? Okay. Let's see who has not. Zahra.
Shaitan.
Shaitan. And what did Prophet Ibrahim and Ismail do when Shaitan was coming and telling him not, are you going to say, really going to sacrifice your son? So what did Ibrahim and Ismail alayhi salam do?
They threw petals.
They threw pebbles at them and to drive them again. Very good. So when Ibrahim alayhi salam opened his eyes, what did he see? When he opened his eyes after doing the sacrifice, what did he see, Ibrahim alayhi salam?
Sheep.
Oh, hold on, hold on. Raise your hand. I want to make sure. Ali, where are you, dear?
Sheep.
Layla, do you know what happened? When he opened his eyes, what happened? Kazim, do you know what happened when he opened his eyes?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sheep.
Sheep. There was a sheep instead of the baby Ismail. There was a sheep. Very good. So now tell me, boys and girls, what lesson do you remember from this story? What are some lessons do you? Yes, Isa.
To always listen to Allah.
To always listen to Allah. Remember, always listen to Allah. But when we dream something, boys and girls, our
And do
dreams,
whatever Allah says when you dream of something.
yeah, when we dream something, it is a different dream than a prophet's dream. When a prophet dreams, that means Allah is telling them to do something. Okay. So that is Allah. Prophet's dreams are always like a command from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay. And that's different from our dreams. Okay. So and what do you learn from Ismail alayhi salam? When Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam said this, was he like, oh, I'm not going to you, I don't want you to sacrifice me? Did he say anything? But what did he do? Kazim.
Ask parents. Listen to the parents.
Very good. Listen to the parents, right? So this also is a lesson that Prophet Ismail listened to his parents, and because Allah was more important than anything else, so he listened to Allah's message. Very good. Okay, so now I'm going to highlight, spotlight for you. Um,
You're already on spotlight.
yes, sorry about that. Okay, so now we're going to start our drawing.
I want to get a piece of paper.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and get your piece of paper. And I'm also going to draw with you. Okay. And we're going to read the drawing first, like we always do.
I got a white piece of paper.
Sure. And then on that same paper, after you finish the drawing, we're going to name it Prophet Ismail alayhi salam and the sheep. Okay. So you can do that. And now we will start our project. So first we read a drawing. So look at this. These are the two eyes, and then we have the crinkly hair.
Be right back.
Okay. And then we have the body of the sheep, the two ears, and the mouth. So let's begin by drawing first the eyes. And if you look at the eyes are on the top left corner, so you know where to start, somewhere around the same place. So I'm going to just draw the two eyes. Okay. Now, after we draw the two eyes, we're going to draw the U, like the mouth. Yeah, like the face.
Looks like a really good U.
Yeah, like a really good U. So let's draw a really good U. Okay, a really good U. I'm going to change my pen to get a thicker one. Okay.
I have a thicker one.
Yeah, so I want you to have a. So I'm going to use a thicker. You can use, your what you like. Now, after we draw the U, then I'm going to draw the mouth, the smiley mouth, and a line underneath it, just to look like the sheep mouth. Okay. And right above it, we're gonna draw the hair. Okay. Okay. So once you have drawn that head, okay, now we are ready for the body. And if you see, look at the body, it starts from here and it goes around and ends here. Okay. So it starts, so you will have a crinkly to end our body. Okay. So let's start from where you see that it's starting. And we draw curls to make, it doesn't have to be a certain way, but just approximately, curly, like a curly body. And then we draw the tail, a round tail. Okay. And then we draw the four legs, like a rectangle. So one leg, and then two, second one right beside it, and two behind legs. These are called hind legs. That's behind, right? At the back. So 2 legs. And then I'm going to do the hoops. Okay. And now that we are done,
We we forgot the ears.
oh yeah, thank you for reminding. Thank you for reminding. Yes, we need the ears.
Mama, I can also make.
Yeah, the 2 ears. Thank you for reminding. Okay, now that we have, I'm going to remove this and just keep one. Okay, now that we have our drawing.
Why profit mission
Here.
my yellow and the sheep because mine is big.
Okay, okay. You can always write on the side. Oh, I like that. Beautiful, Zahra. Very good, very good. I like how you drew the sheep. So remember what we do now? After you finish and you wrote down the name of the prophet and the sheep, okay? If you don't have room, that's okay. Just write at the back later on, or just write on the bottom. Very small, maybe, or on the side. You can just write on the side. Okay. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is when take out the following things. We need the white fuzzy wool. The pom-poms, the white pom-poms that you have inside your uh, box, the craft box. So we only need the white pom-poms, and then we need a glue. Okay, and we need a marker, marker, yeah, a marker or a coloring pencil, brown, something brown, so that we can color the legs. The legs will be brown and the face will be brown. So we want this. So if you want, while I take a 5-minute namaz salat break, you can take out these fuzzy balls and you can start coloring the legs. I'm just going to mark you what needs to be colored in brown. The legs can be brown and the face, ears can be brown. Okay. Everything else, these are white. So we are going to stick the the pom-poms on the sheep like that. So wait for me to come back and take out all of these things that I have put on the screen for you. The glue, the fuzzy, the pom-poms, and a mark. Okay, and I will be taking a 5-minute break, and I'll be right back.
Shaheen,
Yes, dear.
aren't we gonna make the project?
Yes, we are going to make the project. Take out these, keep these ready, and when until I come back, keep these ready, and we will start in 5 minutes. Okay. And until I come back, you can color the legs, the face, and the. What did you say, cousin? Okay, no problem at all. That's great. That's great. Color the legs brown, color the face brown, light brown, and also I want you to take out 2 googly eyes as well. Keep 2 googly eyes as well for the sheep. Okay, take out 2 googly eyes. Okay, I'm going to put 2 googly eyes as well, like these. Okay, okay, to take out two. Okay. So now that you have your things out, did you get to color your sheep? Okay.
No,
No? Okay, let's go ahead and color. Let's color the legs brown. Okay.
like all of it.
Yeah, just the legs, the legs of the sheep, color them brown. Okay. And while you're coloring, remember how Allah replaced the sheep for Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, and Ismail alayhi salam was saved. In the same way, When we trust in Allah, Allah will remove the obstacles. Sometimes there are, many difficult things, but if you remember Allah and do what He tells us to do, then Allah will remove our obstacles.
Miss Shaheen,
Yes, dear.
I'm like, do you have to color the sheep?
If you don't want to, that's fine too. I'm just coloring so that it looks, you know, so that it looks just to give more color to it. Okay. You don't have to if you don't want to. Okay. We can do the other part.
Color my sheep.
You did? Okay, good. Once we are done with our sheep, then we are going to put our googly eyes. Yeah, we're going to put our googly eyes here, but this is how it's going to look. And now you have your pom-poms out, right? The white pom-poms. Did you take out your white pom-poms? Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate the smaller ones from the big ones so that we know we want to use the big ones for the body and the smaller ones for the top of the hair. Okay. So let's use a little bit of the glue and just tap maybe just a tiny dot. We don't need a whole lot, just a tiny dot, and start putting the pom pom. Uh, and this is like, this represents the sheep, the wool on top of the sheep, right? So let's start doing that. A little bit of glue and just put a dab of glue and then we can stick it onto our paper. Okay. And now the bigger ones, I can do maybe one here, the second one. So just line them up one after the other. Okay. Now that I have the bigger ones, I can now use the smaller ones for the side. Okay. You're just trying to fill up all the em- empty spots. I found another empty spot here.
I need more pom pom.
Yeah, you should have enough white pom-poms, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
had. Oh, I just remembered that.
yeah. And then the tail. So I think I have added all my pom-poms, make it look like a sheep. Okay. And lastly, I'm going to glue my googly eye. Just a dab of glue on the googly eye. And I'm going to put it down there. And the other one also. A little bit. There you go. Okay, there's my sheep.
I finished mine too.
You finished yours too. Good. Write down Prophet Ismail alayhi salam and the sheep.
I did profit.
Okay. You did not write Prophet?
I did write profit.
Okay, good. Or if it's too big for you, you can also write Ismail alayhi salam and the sheep. Okay. But it's a good way to write. Then you know that he was a prophet. Then you'll remember. Okay. So now I can color the hoofs as black. So these hoofs, I can color them black. Okay.
I can. I'm gonna color mine black too.
Okay. Great. Okay. Okay. There you go. So here we have our sheep to remember the big sacrifice of Prophet Ismail, Ibrahim alayhi salam, and Allah replaced it with a sheep. Okay, Allah replaced the sheep, and this was an example for all of us to remember that we listen to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and every year we sacrifice a sheep during Hajj to remember this sacrifice. And you remember that the Prophet Ibrahim and Ismail were throwing stones at Shaitan? We
Yeah.
do that during Hajj
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. I saw a video of it.
Yeah, we throw stones at the place. There's a
And at the idols and
yeah,
Shaitan.
yeah, there are three symbolic places when you go to Mecca for Hajj. There are three symbolic places there where you hit those stones, which represent the places where Shaitan came and misguided, was trying to stop Prophet Ibrahim to not listen to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But Prophet Ibrahim and Prophet Ismail, they threw stones and they
No,
did
they
not.
threw petals. They threw petals.
Yeah, they threw pebbles. Very good. Pebbles and to drive away the shaitan. Okay, that
Mine
is,
is cute.
yeah. Let's see. Now I am ready to see who is ready. Let us see. Oh, Kazem is ready. Let's spotlight Kazem. Okay, Kazem. Oh, look at your beautiful sheep. Prophet Ismail alayhi salam and the sheep. Good job, Kazem. Great, great. Thank you for sharing. Let's see who is ready next. Ali is ready. Let's see. Ali is ready. Ali, can I see yours? Oh, look at that. You use colorful pom-poms. That's great. Okay. Thank you for sharing. Very good. Now, who else is ready? Raise your hand. Zahra and Sakina looks like is ready. And after that, Saif, I'm going to take you. Oh, look at Zahra. MashaAllah. That's good. That is so good. Sakina and Zahra. Very nice. I love your light brown color. I like how you put light brown color. MashaAllah. Zahra, did you finish yours, Zahra? I see Sakina's. You're still working on it. Okay, no problem. We'll get to you. Okay, now thank you for sharing. So beautiful, Sakina. Let's replace. Oh, look at Seth. Oh my goodness, Prophet Ismail and the sheep. And I see some glitter also there. MashaAllah. Good job, Seth. I love your beautiful, beautiful sheep. Okay, let's see. Zahra Hassan. Let's see, Zahra Hassan. Oh, let's see. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. I like that. Okay, great, great. Can you write Ismail in a small pencil, maybe, Zara? Yeah, you want to do that? Okay, let's see who is next. Layla, are you ready, dear? Okay, okay. Now we have Layla. Let's see Layla's. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. Prophet Ismail and the sheep. Great job, Layla. Let's see Aiza.
No, it's my eel.
Oh, Ismail. Right, right. Oh, look at that. So beautiful. And I like the sheep is so bright and smiley. I can feel the smile on his face. Aiza, great job, dear. Thank you for sharing. MashaAllah. Is there Zahra? Are you ready to show us, Zahra? Zahra Rizvi. Let's see. Are you still doing, dear? Okay. You want to show us? All your projects are awesome. Oh, mashallah, good job, good job, good. Keep sticking the pom poms on there. Yes, Sakina, lovely, mashallah, great job. Okay, so we are, mashallah, you all are awesome, man. I love your artwork. So Friday, we are going to, make sure you keep all your artwork in one place. And on Friday, I want your parents to join you and we can show, you all can show all the artwork that you have done about all the prophets. Okay, one by one, just show everyone. Okay, so we will be showing all the 10 projects by tomorrow. Friday, we would have done 10 projects. Okay, yes, Kazim. Oh, you added some more. Let's see. Let's spotlight for everyone. Wow, you added the garden with it.
The
Masha.
flowers, I put the planes, I put the sun, I put
Oh,
everything.
good job. Mashallah, mashallah. Good job. Thank you. Thank you. Great job, Kazem. You're doing awesome, mashallah. I love everyone, mashallah. You all are doing wonderful, wonderful, mashallah. So keep your all your supplies in one place. And if you have to go back to any of your projects that you have incomplete, do complete it by Friday because we are going to have a show and tell of all your projects on Friday because we would have finished 10 classes by then. Okay. So it will help you remember all the 10 stories about the prophets that we have done. So tomorrow we are going to do Prophet Yunus alayhi salam and the whale.
Oh, we're
And
gonna
the
draw a whale?
yes, tomorrow we are going to draw the whale and we are going to use some.
How are we gonna make the project?
I'll show you. I'll show you. Yes, Lela.
My grandma says it's a good story.
I know it is a good story. And guess what, Lela? You
I
know
didn't
the
hear it.
yeah, okay, great. And you know, Lela, there is a dua that we all should remember from that story. So when we learn that dua, if there is anyone who is sick, you should read that dua. Okay, we'll learn about that tomorrow. Yes, Kazim.
What is that dua?
I'll tell you tomorrow,
I
Kazim.
know that story.
Yeah, you know the story? Great. Yeah.
I actually know that story too. Yes, it's by the whale.
Yes, Prophet Yunus alayhi salam got swallowed by a whale. And tomorrow we are going to make the whale glittery, glittery. So, you
Yeah,
know,
we're gonna make it glitter.
yeah, we're going to use glittery, glittery whale. Okay, inshallah. So be ready, inshallah, tomorrow and join early so that we don't miss any part of the story. Okay, boys and girls?
Why
Okay.
won't we miss any? But why we have to join early? It's okay if we miss part of the story.
Yeah, we should join on time. Okay. So, inshallah, I will see you tomorrow. Fi amanillah, my dear.